Hello. Hello. I'm in a lot of pain. I've never done 10 hours of straight walking in my life. I got massive blisters. I wish I had a walking stick. Anyway, okay, let's get into it. No time to waste. Music. Okay. Zoo trip, it was amazing. I loved it. It was one of the best things I've been to in a long time. Let me correct the ratio on this. Okay, zoom out. Alright. I'll be talking about each little thing. None of these images are in order except for the last one because that's the image I'm most proud of. But, okay, yeah, I'll just talk about each one as we go. These are African gazelles. They just look like regular deer, but they behaved really differently. They were very playful. Doing a lot of skipper-scampering. They were kind of cute. Get one of those grandpa scooters. Whoops. There we go. Gazellus. Next. Yo, these ducks, man. I tell you. I know they're just ordinary looking ducks. But you gotta understand, these guys were cute. In this enclosure, there were ibises and black vultures, but we couldn't get a good picture of them because, well, they were black. They just looked like stones on the picture. So take our word for it, there were black vultures in the enclosure, but we just, our crappy phones just could not get a good picture of those. But these ducks, the moment we came to the enclosure, like, all of them just started to waddle up. I think these, what were these called? Shell-bill ducks? I don't know, they're adorable though. They were really cute. They were so inquisitive. I loved them. They were really cool. The bread duck, yes! Oh, they're cute. I liked them. I liked them a lot. They were really nice. There's another pic of them later if we find it. Piggies! These pigs were so nice. I forget what these guys were called, but they spent their entire time with their face buried in either soil or straw. They never rose their faces. We waited. We tried. We did try. We waited. It's like, one of them's got to raise their face at some point, but no. This is the best we could get, so you're just gonna have to imagine the snout. But they were so cool. They were bright orange with a lovely white stripe on their back. Really cool. Oh yeah, we checked out their outside enclosure. They had decimated it. They had systematically dug out every part they could looking for, like, treats and stuff. It was like, my god, these guys are busy. They were so cool. I loved them. Any monkeys? Oh yeah, definitely. We'll get to them though. Next. Oh yeah, okapi! They had an okapi! Which was fucking cool. I wasn't expecting that. It's like, holy shit! It was so cool. Seeing them in real life is such a different thing to just seeing them in a photo. I know it's like, well, this. But when you're looking at them in real life, you can really tell that they are not normal. They are weird. Okay, can you see the mouth right here? You can see them. Okay. You would imagine it's kind of hard to tell because it's just black. But you would think, oh, okay, the mouth stops around about here. No, the mouth goes all the way up to the black. They've got a really wide open mouth. It's weird. So they got a zebra body, a giraffe-like composure, and they have a mouth like an anteater, but they eat grass. They're so weird, honestly. It was kind of haunting looking at it. It really was. But it was so cool at the same time. I've got another pic of it when it's facing the other way and you can see the stripes on its back. But we'll get to that later, I guess. It's the giraffe's cousin. Yeah. Next. Tortoises! Box turtles. This was the nursery. It's hard to tell. The red on their bodies is numbers. This music does not suit what we're looking at. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, they're numbers. I think they were sprayed because, well, you can't really tell them apart. So yeah, there were sprayed numbers on them. This is the nursery, and if you can look right there, there was a hidden invader in the enclosure. A bird from the outside had broken in and was drinking from their water source. He was not meant to be there. So yeah, they were cool. Box turtles are a lot bigger than you think they're gonna be. And these were just the kids. They didn't have any adult box turtles. And these were... fuck what, they were like 3 months old and they were huge already. Massive. So cool. How was the weather? It was bearable. It was an 18 to 17 degrees outside, so it was okay, which I'm really happy about because some of the enclosures required you to go inside these buildings that were regulated to a certain temperature, and it was tropical. I felt really dizzy in one of them. It got so hot, I was like, fuck me, I need to leave. I'm gonna faint. But nothing bad happened. Trust, it's all good. Oh yeah! They had a green viper. And I just like the shot, because he was right underneath the heat lamp. And I was like, dude, you look cool. This is atmospheric. Yeah, big ass tree viper. He was fucking badass. I loved him. He was huge. Every now and then you could see his little tongue go... just looking at you. Big boy. Next. Oh yeah, they had caiman. They had 2 caiman. One was chilling on this log, and the other one was underwater somewhere. And because of the light and that, we couldn't get a good picture of the one that was underneath the water. Just couldn't be done. But we got this of the sleepy boy. Fucking huge. Caiman are like, Caiman are the smallest crocodilids. But he was still fucking big. He was huge. He must have been at least a good 5 feet long. I was like, god damn. Dude. Fucking dinosaur. He was badass. I loved him. I don't know why I keep saying that. I loved every animal I saw. None of them were like, yeah, I've seen a goat. Whatever. Yeah, he was cool. He was sleeping now, so we let him be. Next. Oh yeah, this thing! I don't know what this is. We encountered this as we left the primate. It's not a capybara. We thought that, but this thing is really small. It's like the size of a cat. I think it is related to a capybara, but it was super small and very shy. We were lucky to get this shot of it. There was 2 of them scampering around. They were really cute. We liked them, but I've forgotten the name of them. They had a really, like, native-sounding name. They weren't like, the lesser-known capybara. It was something like a buruskabuskidit or something like that. So I'm afraid I don't remember. I've lost the name to this guy. I've lost the name. I don't know. If you know, tell me, but yeah, he was cool. Him and his friend. Next. Yee, the red panda! Yes. He was having a snoozy snooze. He was, weirdest ass looking dog. We went to the red panda exhibit and we got there and he was sleeping. And I was like, bro, that could not be a more picture-perfect sleeping position. So we took some pics, and then we left him to it. Fucking adorable. So cute. We were staring at it for a good while. So goddamn adorable. Look at his little face. Oh. He was a good one. Apparently there was 2 of them. The enclosure was huge though. You gotta understand, it was very deep. So maybe the other one was elsewhere doing something. Next! Komodo! They had Komodo dragons. That frightened me. I was not expecting that. We went to the reptile house, and one of the enclosures they had fucking Komodo dragons, and it was one of those moments where I wasn't paying attention, and I just turned my head and I saw it and I went, bah! You do not understand how fucking big these guys are. You see pictures of them, you see videos of them in documentaries, until you're standing right next to one of them, you don't fucking get how big these guys are. They could eat you fucking quickly. No problem. It scared me being near it. Like, there was a lot of glass and stuff between us, but still, just seeing it, I was like, man, you're a dinosaur. You are a dinosaur. I'm scared being around you. Like, it's a primal fear. But he was chilling. He was bathing underneath a heat lamp, just having a good time. It was kind of cool, though. In his enclosure, I wish I took a photo of it. Around about the back, about here, they had one of the homes that they have where they come from, like Komodo Island. The people on that island have their homes on stilts so that these guys don't come and fucking eat you in the night. And I thought that was a nice touch. I was like, yeah, they do that. Neat. It's not the venom that kills you, it's the bacteria in their filthy mouth. What's Nebula doing here? You didn't stick your hand in any tiger cages, did you? Why the hell would I do that? Look at this dangerous animal! Here you go, kitty. I'm used to living with dinosaurs. Boomer joke! Next! Oh yeah, that's a different pose. I got to reiterate as well. Some of these images are the same animal from different poses, but none of them are in a particular order. They're all just images. But yeah, we got him from the other side. Oh shit. Cheetah! They had a cheetah! And he was strutting his stuff. This image was captured... This image was captured specifically as he... I think it's a he. I'm pretty sure it's a he. Saw a keeper walking past the enclosure with a white bucket. And it got excited. It probably thought, oh shit, it's feeding time! Yes, yes, yes! So it did like the classic, not running, but not walking cat struts they do. Over to the corner, and then... Nah, was not feeding time. So it got kind of disappointed. But it was so cool seeing one of these. Cheetos. Don't play cards with this one. Cheetos are so tasty, I wish cheetahs were real. Oh yeah, they had a mouse box. Oh, this is actually a perfect opportunity to talk about the ones that I could not take a photo of. How are the Katamaris? That was a month ago, I have no idea. Bro, I ate a full pack of Cheetos yesterday and I regret it. But yeah, they had a mouse box. Okay, this is a good time for me to talk about the ones I could not take a picture of. Just before... Do I hate the game now? What the hell are you talking about? It was a month ago. Just before the enclosure that we went to, where we were going was the bat house. And that's something I need to talk about. But just before we went in there, they had these dark glow boxes. Glow boxes filled with all kinds of different rodents. And this one was just filled with mice. Everywhere. So I was like, you know what? Fuck yes. But, okay, whilst we're looking at mice, we went into the bat house, and fucking, you weren't allowed to take any flash photography, but even if I could take a photograph, it'd be impossible. Our cameras aren't the best, so we had to make do. So we went into the bat house, and let me tell you, that was the most surreal experience I've ever had in my life. Because you could just barely see anything. They had red glow lights everywhere because they cannot see red pigment. So that was safe for us to see where we were going, but it was still ridiculously dark. Like, I had to have my hand out in front of me. And you could hear them flapping around, and you could hear them pipping and making noises too. But every now and then, you would feel a draft over you, either a small draft or a big draft, like someone wafting you. And it was like, the fuck, did they just go past me? This shit is happening. And there were poles you could grab onto as well to help you, like, guide your way. And I put my hand on one of the poles, and I felt something that was like sharp points. I was like, oh god, the wood is splintered. And then I looked down, and there was a bat hanging off of it, just chilling. And I was like, holy shit. They are fucking everywhere. So we kept going, and to get out of the area, we had to go through this tunnel. And going through the tunnel, it doesn't really feel like anything. You're just like, oh, okay, you go through the tunnel. You could still feel them flapping around you and seeing all that stuff. But the way they've lit up the cave made it so that when you get to the exit, you can turn around and you can see all of them. I don't know how they did it. It was wizardry. But you could see how many there were and how they were flying through everything. And we looked at the tunnel we went through, and it was a tornado of bats just zooming in and out. And it was one of these moments like, how the shit did they not hit us? Like, not once. And we were watching people, like, we stayed for a bit, we turned around and we were looking at people walking through the exhibits, and we could see the bats, like, zooming around them, zooming through them. Some of them were, like, doing pirouettes around their heads and stuff. It was like, what the fuck, man? We just went through that. That was bonkers. One of the most surreal experiences I've ever had in my life. It was unbelievable. I recommend the bat enclosure. If you could get, like, a bat enclosure anywhere, I guess. I don't know how common they are. It's the first time I've ever seen it. I recommend trying it out. It's spooky, it is, because they can see you, but you can't see them. It's spooky. Oh, and the bats wanted out. They knew where the exit was, and a bunch of them were, like, flapping around the corner where you leave. So we had to, like, kite them around. Like, no, stop. You can't leave. You can't leave. And we checked each other's bodies in case any tiny bats were stuck to us. It's like, is there any on me? Any in the bag? That was amazing. So it's a big shame I couldn't take a photo. Or take anything, really. I wish I had a recording camera that had night vision. That would have been superb. But those are expensive. Fucking Morbius. Morbius! It's Morbo... There's like 3 zoos in Finland. I don't think any of them have bat enclosures. Oh. Well, it's the first time I've ever seen anything like that. If that's any consolation, that I didn't know they existed. There was another enclosure that I could not take a photo of. And they had eyes. Which shocked me. I was like, I did not know eyes were being part of the enclosure program. So we went to another dark part of the zoo. And this one was even darker than the bat enclosure. You could not see anything. The only thing you could see was a single red glow light coming from the enclosure, and if people weren't in the way, you were lucky enough to see the ground you were stepping on. It was I was terrified because, like, I'm gonna kick a child in the face if I'm not careful. I need to go slow. And We couldn't take a photo of it, but we could see it. And that was haunting. That really was. It was... God, it took me a moment because I thought I was seeing things. It was in the farthest point of the enclosure. And I could just see these two glowing red dots. And I was like, am I seeing shit? Because you know when you're in the dark, things kind of play tricks on your mind. But then those two glowing eyes just sort of started moving. And I was like, holy fuck. Is that it? And it started getting a little bit closer on the perch, and then it vanished. I don't know where it went. Just whew, gone. I was like, what the fuck? The fuck? So I think I saw it. I'm not sure. Maybe I was having tricks played on me. I don't know. It was actually pretty frightening. So maybe I saw the eye. I don't know. It was very good at hiding though. So that's the eye in Zubat's story. I could not take photos of those. They too dark and too mysterious. Okay, on to the bread. Capybara! They had cappies! They had some big, fat, stinky rat boys. Caterpillars. You know what cappies are like. Giant hamsters munching on clovers. They had a really big enclosure. You guys don't understand. It was massive. They had so much green grass to run around in. And they had a pool to rest their big bonkers in. Coconut doggies. They were cool. I liked them. Cappies, they're chill, you know? Relaxing big wooden... Oh, these guys. I didn't know these existed. These are tree kangaroos. I had no idea these guys existed. From Australia. Tree kangaroos. They were really cool. I couldn't get a good picture of it, but their tails were super long and spotty. They were kind of clumsy as well. Hard to tell. Watching them move, it was like, are you sure these guys are arboreal? Because they kept tripping all the time, I noticed. They were cool, just munching on leaves and hanging out. Oh my god, these things. I loved these fuckers. These are called, Pademelon. They are the smallest... They are the smallest type of kangaroo. And fuck me. These things are incredible. They are just fat little balls with tiny limbs attached to them. They're so small. How small? Like, fuck. Teddy bear sized. Like, you could pick it up quite easily. Like, you could use your both hands, you could just pick it up if you wanted to. But they were like cartoons. They had these fat little bodies, and their heads and hands and legs and tails were just so small in comparison. They looked so stupid. I started laughing my head off when I saw them because of how ridiculous they were. I loved them though. They were so cute. There was a bunch of them just running around eating grass. Oh, I loved them. Stupid little things. Tomo body type. Hehe. A little smush. Next. Fuck, yeah, they had cassowaries. I was really happy about this. I've always wanted to see a cassowary in person. Mate, you know how they say birds are dinosaurs? You can tell with this. Again, it's one of those things. You can see them in photographs, you can see them in videos. But until you see it in person, it really does set it in. Like how they move. And how they look at you as well. It's like, oh my god. You guys are deadly. And it's kind of hard to tell in this image. I tried to get a good look. But you see this toe? This toe, it's hard to tell because it's in the reed. But this toe has a really long claw. Super long claw, and I saw it and I just like, dude, this is just Jurassic Park now. That thing. It was so cool though. The way they just slowly strutted around their enclosure like they owned the place. It was humbling to see them. It was like, man, these powerful things just exist. So goddamn cool. Oh yeah, by the way, that's boy and girl. The one with the longer goiter is the male, and the other is the female. I think they're hoping to be a breeding couple, which I hope so. Get cassowaries back in number, that'd kick ass. Next. Tiger. They had a tiger. He was sleeping. I love this picture. It's perfect. He found this tree that had a lovely piece of shade. And he was just chilling, having a big sleep. Fucking Tony Tiger having a big snooze underneath a tree. Bagwet. I remember walking through the zoo and every now and then I would hear some idiot go, "He's just sleeping, he's not even doing anything." And I'm like, you fucking dick. What do you want it to do? Do a backflip? Fuck off. You have any idea how lucky you are to see one of these alive? I don't mind if they're sleeping. My consistency is, if I can see it, I'm happy. I don't care if it's active, I don't care if it's sleeping. As long as I could see it, I'm happy. That's enough for me. And I saw it, and I think this is a lovely picture. This is a well-composed image. I like it. Very proud of it. I like seeing animals chilling. Yeah, exactly. He's having a sleepy sleep. He's comfortable enough to take a nap. That's good enough. Tiger. Next. Elephants! They had elephants! I only saw them for a moment, though. I caught them just as they were about to leave. So I was like, shit, quick, get a picture! They got fantas! These are Asian elephants. So these were smaller and brown. And as you could see, there was one over there, already in, like, the shelter, and there was one behind this one. They were leaving, yes. They were... I think they had just finished eating, because they were picking straw from the feederys up here. But as we saw them, I noticed a bunch of them just starting to leave into their indoor enclosure. I guess they got tired or something. So I was like, shit, I better take a pic quick, because they're elephants. That's badass. They're cool. These are Indian elephants. African ones are, African are much bigger, and they're grey in colour. These ones were smaller brown ones. These are Indian. They were cool though. They were still giant. You were pretty sure second guess. Honestly, easy to remember. Indian, brown skin, African, grey skin. That's all you need to remember. They got big old foreheads. Yeah, they got that dome. Yeah, they were cool. I was kind of sad that they were about to like go to sleep or something. I was like, oh fuck, can you guys hang out for just a bit longer? But still, amazing. They were so big. Like obviously, yeah, elephants, they're big, but again, it's you see it in person, it hits you. It's like, Jesus Christ. I would be about as tall as its leg. That's how big it fucking was. So if I stood next to that thing, yeah, I'd be about here. Thing was giant. Fucking hell. So, oh god. These creatures are so cool, man. Why are we killing them? So stupid. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, this was one of the throwaway pictures, but it made me laugh. This was a spider monkey mid-swing. So I was like, this is a good meme picture. Crypto photo, exactly. I think we got good spider monkey pictures though. Yep, here we go. Spider monkey enclosure! Look at them all just chilling. It was feeding time when we showed up. You could see all the bits of food on the ground. So they all came out and, you know, started nibbling. Look at their tails. Did you know the spider monkey tail is as long as their body? Huge! And it's completely prehensile as well. Meaning this tail is just as dexterous as your hand. So they can pretty much do anything they want with this tail. Spooky tail. It is spooky. When you see them swinging around, the way they're using their tail like a third hand, well, I guess a fifth hand in their case, it's really creepy. It's like, my god. Tiny Bigfoot! Mini foot. Yeah, spider monkeys kick ass. I think we got another pic of these somewhere outside, but we'll get to that. Oh shit! That's a closer pic of them. Yeah, look at him. He's enjoying a carrot. I guess it's okay. It's alright. Yeah, spider monkeys have got extremely lanky arms, legs, fingers, toes, nails. They're strange to look at. Oh, do you want Here's a piece of free trivia for you. The reason why these things are called spider monkeys is because back in the day, when we were exploring South America, we were looking for something else. I say the royal we, not we as in me and my friends. We were looking for something. I think it was a fish expedition or some shit. And one of the explorers saw one of these run out into the road. And when they're running, they also use their tail as an extra leg. So they're running with 5 limbs. And one of the explorers fucking shat because he thought it was a giant spider. And that's it. That's why it's called a spider monkey. In the new Spider-Verse, alright, let's do this one more time. My name is Spider Monkey. Oh yeah, they had, oh fuck, what are these called? These are called lion mane something tailed monkeys. I couldn't get a good shot of these guys because the glass was condensation-y, so it's a bit like, that's the best I could get, but there they were. They had lion mane monkeys and they were also chewing. It was feeding time for them. So they were out and about, getting the munch on. They were cool. They all had really cool hair. Hey, that's a better pic. Look at them. Having a great time. Oh, they had mandrills. I was lucky to get this shot. Again, the glass was condensation-y, so it's blurry, unfortunately, but they had mandrills. And I was really lucky to get this shot because they were not interested in us at all. All of them were like, the moment people showed up, they were like, alright boys, back to the back of the enclosure. Fucking ignore them. So I managed to grab this just as they decided to leave. Shame too, because the alpha male was already at the back. And he was giant. Compared to this guy, fucking twice as big. Huge. Huge. Big beast. So a real shame I couldn't get a good pic of him. But I was lucky enough to get this. I was happy that I was managed to capture the blue nose. That's what I wanted. I wanted a full face shot of one of the males in their blue face. And I got it, so I'm happy. Yeah, mandrills, they are scary. The only thing stopping them was me and a couple of inches of glass. It's not enough protection if you ask me. Next! Oh, that's another gazelle shot. Yeah, this one for some reason was really curious on us. So we got as close as he could and he was just doing this face. What you want to do? So we took some pics. It's like, alright, you want to be photogenic? Let's get some pics, bud. There he is again. Don't know. That one just really liked us. I'm not sure. The gazelle. Hey, there we go. The spider monkeys had an outside enclosure, and when they were done eating, they all just decided to go outside. So we followed them, and this shot right here was perfect, because he was perched on this fire hose, looking right at us. Look at that face. Also, look how he's using his tail to grip that branch. I didn't notice that when we took the pic at first. I was like, so that's how you're balancing. So cool. Spider monkeys. Ballad. Rhino! This was as close as we could get. The rhino was not interested in coming close. He was right at the back. But they had a rhino! This was a Indian one-horned rhino, not the African one. These ones are much smaller, but it was still huge. It was still big. Giant armored plated cow. Fucking cool. He was just chilling out in the mud. He was rolling around a bit, as you can see. It got mud splats on him. He was rolling around in the mud, then he stood up and ate some straw. He was having a good time. I think it's a she, actually. She was having a good time. Enjoying the weather. Rolling in mud, eating straw, living the dream. Next. The ducks again. I loved these guys. This music goes well with their attitude. Fitting music, exactly. The bread ducks! Apparently these guys are quite endangered. I didn't know. But glad that there's a breeding program. They were so friendly. Maybe that's why they're endangered. Because they're too friendly. I think they should learn to fear man. That would be a good idea. I love ducks. I have so many duck videos. Ducks kick ass. Living waterbird boats. Next. Oh yeah! Congo buffalo! When I saw these guys, my brain just started the Beefalo song. Beefalo, Beefalo. Congo buffalo! I know they're just cows. But these are African cows. They're different. And they've got cool shiny horns. Cows are nice. I like them. I thought they were cool. They were bright orange and they had shiny black horns. Cool. Congo buffalo. Next. Oh, that's another pig shot. This was this was a pig on the go. You got that motion blur. Snuffling. There is more, don't worry. Just a couple of twices. There's another pig shot. We did enjoy the pigs. We stuck around the pigs quite a bit. They were just so fun to watch. They were like little trains just snuffling through the ground. It was so fun to watch. There's the other StokeApe image. There we go. Look at that leg stance like a model. StokeApe from the other side. StokeApe. Such a weird animal. Cool though. Next. Oh, it's the bird! There's a better image of this bird. Because it didn't come to me that you could press the camera up against the bars so you could get a barless shot. But this bird fucking deafened us. This bird had a really loud call. Like most birds, sure, yeah, they have loud, high-pitched noises. But this guy, every time it chirped, I felt it in my skeleton. It's like, Jesus, stop! I can't even recreate it. But he was gorgeous though. It was this perfect gradient of green and cyan, and he was... God damn, there's a better image of him later. Oh, there he is. That's it, that's it. Look at him. So beautiful. Some birds are very loud. Have you seen pictures of quaggers before? Those are those smiling little things, aren't they? They always look like they've got like a they always look like they're smirking at something. Or am I thinking of something else? Yeah, handsome beak. Oh, they're extinct. They're zebra-like things. Oh, I'm thinking of something else. No, I'm afraid maybe I do know what they are. If I saw an image of them, maybe. But off the top of my head, that name doesn't ring any bells. But yeah, this bird was the MVP for a time because we just couldn't... We couldn't ignore this boy even if we wanted to. He was so loud. Next! Oh, that's the far shot of the box turtle nursery. Notice how they get a giant ass lamp to keep warm. The plumage is dazzling. Such a pretty bird. Yo, these chickens. They're not chickens, they're doves. They're the largest pigeon on the planet. Blue pigeons. But I kept calling them chickens because they look like a fucking chicken. Look at them. Okay, these guys are... Crowned doves, that's it. Yeah, blue pigeon. That's the common term. These guys were weird. They were just... Okay, I gotta mention, there was a place in the zoo where it was an open aviary. You could walk in, and these guys were just strutting around right next to you. Like, they didn't give a shit. And, my friend knelt down and took a picture. This was his picture. And right after he took the photograph, it started doing this stance and making a weird-ass noise. It was so scary. It was so deep. I felt it in my chest. I can't even recreate it. Try to imagine like a motorbike rev, but the lowest octave you can imagine. Like, you can hear it, but you feel it more. It was weird. It was so weird. We couldn't understand how it was making the sound. So we thought, oh shit, that's a get away from me stance, so we moved away. Then we found a plaque that explained to us its behavior, and it turns out that was a mating dance. So this bird really liked my friend. A little bit too much, I think. This pigeon wanted to sex my friend. But I said no, he's mine. I wouldn't let him. They were cool though. Really beautiful things. Beautiful. Next. Oh yeah! They had a, this was during the reptile house. They had, poison dart frogs. Only the blue ones though. But there we go. They were so small. They were so small. They were amazing. There were so many of them too. In the enclosure, they were everywhere. There must have been like 50 of them. No, she's mine. Yeah, they were gorgeous. These bright blue cobalt death frogs. There were so many of them just pinging around. Ping, ping, ping. They were cute. Oh, and a fun contrast. The enclosure next to it were false dart frogs. These ones aren't poisonous, but they've adopted the same patterns for survival reasons. And the same deal. There was just a tank full of them just darting around. Ping, ping, ping. And again, super small. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell how tiny they are. Like, a picture only does justice. I want to eat them. You probably could eat this one. It's not poisonous. I wouldn't recommend eating this one. You'd be dead in like 2 minutes. Maybe less than that. Next. Oh, yeah! Okay, I was really sad about this one, because he just didn't turn around. But this is a great hornbill. One of the larger birds on the planet. One of the larger flying birds on the planet. And he was perched on this big-ass fucking branch and would not turn around. I wanted to see his face. You can just about see it, like there's his eye, there's his big-ass beak, there's his horn. But I wanted him to, like, give me a full profile. But nah, not lucky. Was not interested. Just had his back to us the entire time. But he was huge. Gigantic. Banana bird. Massive creature. Unbelievable. I wanted it to, I don't know, like stretch its wings out or something so I could get an idea of its span. Bloody cool. Bloody cool he was. Yummy.
Yummy, yummy.
There's so many animals I want to draw, my goodness. Oh goodness. Next. Oh yeah, they had chimps. Now, this actually annoyed me a bit. They had a chimp island, as you can see. But the chimp island was so far away that I think you could only get good photographs of it if you had an actual camera. Not like the dinky-ass camera you get on your phone, which I had. You need like a professional camera. This was the best shot I could get. I went all the way around, because as you can see, there's a place over there too. We went all the way around the island, and this was the best shot I could get, and I'm really sad about that. But yeah, they had chimps. They were chimping around. They had an infant that loved to climb. But this was the best shot I could get, which I'm sad about because, you know, they were so active, and all the other pictures were like cryptid stuff, like too blurry to make out. So next, I think I might invest in a proper camera next time, because I do like getting good snaps of animals, and that was one of the big regrets of the journey. But still, I got to see them, and they were so cool. They were acting just chimpy enough for me to go, alright, these are chimps. And they had a whole island to themselves as well. That was the cool bit. Like, they gave them a whole flipping continent to live on. Phone cams aren't the... Can't capture things far away. They had bubbles. Next. Oh yeah, this guy. I think he was just called a green dragon something. But he was chill. He was in the reptile closure, just chilling on this branch. Having a good time. Fun lizard. Having a nice time. I liked him. Is it related to Bearded Dragon? I have no idea. I liked him though. He looks more like an iguana now that I look at him. Maybe he's related to the iguana family. Iguana. Yeah, he was a something green dragon, I can't remember. But I liked him. Next. Okay. This needs context. Jackie, are you still here? You're gonna like these guys. This is the best photo I could get of him, but I do have another image that will clarify context. Unfortunately, this enclosure had a mesh wiring thing to separate us from the animals. And these were tiny, very, very tiny green parrots. And they were called green hanging parrots. And I could not get a good image of them. This was the best image I could get of one feeding. But I did manage to find this online. This is what they were doing. I shit you not, these things are real. I walked into the enclosure and I was like, dude, where are they all? And then I looked up and they were all of them, apart from the ones feeding, were just hanging upside down like this. I was like, what the fuck? I tried to get a good image, but I just couldn't. My camera was too crap, and the mesh made it so bad. And it made me really sad. I was like, I need to get a good picture for Jackie, but I just couldn't. I failed. But they had them. They were so cute. You could fit them in your hand. These little plucky things. Green hanging parrots is what they were called. They were so adorable. just the sight of it. It's like you didn't... I had no idea these things existed, and just seeing it, I don't know, man. It changed the world for me. It's like, there are these parrots that act like bats. And why not? They seem to enjoy themselves. Whoops. So yeah, they were cool. They were really cool. That made me laugh when I saw them. Interesting animals. Next. Gibbon! We went to the Great Ape enclosure, and most of them were either asleep or just were not interested in entertaining the public, which is absolutely fine by me. This was the only gibbon that had decided not to retreat into hidey holes, and he was sleeping. He was having a snooze. Trust me, he was a gibbon. I know it just looks like a carpet, but it is a gibbon. Look, you can see an arm, you can see a foot. That's his head facing the other way. They had gibbons, but they weren't very active, but that's alright. Oh yeah, this guy! This is a black rainbow viper. Just looks like an ordinary snake, except vipers have rainbow scales. That's a key characteristic in them. And I tried to get a good picture to reflect the scales. Look. You've got the hue of green there. There's a bit of pink. More green. There's a big patch of it there. It's hard to translate. So you can see a bit of pink there. You can see it go into a green and then a yellow. Hard to see via camera, but when you're standing next to it, you can just see the sheens and shines off this thing. And when I saw that, I immediately clicked. I was like, okay, yeah, I understand why you've got this as an exhibit animal. It's fucking beautiful. Something with black scales that irradiates rainbow reflection, that's genius. Black rainbow viper. He was beautiful. Absolutely massive. He was big as well. He was pretty big. He was, I would say, hard to tell when he's wrapped up like this, but we saw a shedded skin of him also in the enclosure, and it was perfectly straight. And I'd say he was roughly about 15 feet long. Give or take. Very big guy. Very big guy. So yeah, I liked him. He was beautiful. Next. Another red panda pic. And there's another red panda pic. You can tell we liked him. Flamingos! They had flamingos! They had flingies! They were very far away though. But that was as close as I could get. There was a barrier next to me, and I was leaning over the barrier, pointing the camera as far as I could. And that was as close as I could get. Again, can't get good pics can't get long-range pics with phone cameras. They're just not built for it. But they had flamingos! And they were cool. They were doing their flamingo thing. Some of them were sleeping. Some of them were doing that weird head bob thing. Some of them were like diving underneath the water for shit. They were all doing the flamingo thing, and I loved it. It's like seeing them, I was like, yeah, these guys are the real deal. Big ass pink acid birds. I think there were some babies too, but they were hidden. They were like hidden amongst the reeds and stuff. I think the parents were looking after them. But yeah, they had flingies. They had flambongongies. Next. The zoo had a very small aquarium, and most of the fish that they had in the aquarium were stuff that you could probably get from any tropical fish shop, except for this guy. This is a frogfish. And Iron long looking ass. It's just it's a good looking animal. Dopey ass fucking creature. Look at it. He just learned about frogfish at least recently. Well, it's come full circle, Pep. We would have taken pictures of the other fish too, but like I said, they were all... Honestly, a lot of them I recognized because I used to own tropical fish. A lot of them I recognized. I was like, bro, you can just get these in any tropical fish shop. This is, not shitting on them, you know, it's a zoo aquarium, you gotta have animals, but there's nothing stopping people from just going to a fish shop and looking at these. And the frogfish was the only thing that stood out to me. The rest was like, that's just a guppy. So, I don't know. I think zoos and aquariums should be separate. I really do. I don't think a zoo should have a mini aquarium. I think it just should be, you know, fish go live in the aquarium house, and the rest terrestrial stuff, let the zoos handle that. I don't think there should be an overlap, because it's I don't know, it felt weird. It's like the rest of the zoo was so impressive, and then I went to the mini aquarium and I was greeted with this, and the rest was kind of just like, well, all right, but you know, whatever. I don't know what I'm talking about, so that's a customer review, and you gotta listen to me. No, they don't. Next. Penguins! They had penguins! They had the small penguins. I was really sad, because as you could see, the water was very green and murky, and I could not get a pic of them under the water. It was just too dense. The hue was too dense. And their landmass, where they could be on land, again, was super far away. So again, I couldn't get a good shot, because camera phones are shit. Also, do you like how there's a seagull just hanging out with them? I noticed that. Like, oh, cool penguins, and what the fuck? Get out of here! You're not supposed to be there! You can't stop them from getting in. But they had pingies! And they were all just hanging out, cleaning their feathers. Damn water birds. Look at that blur. Next! Oh, another Komodo shot! I don't remember this one. This one's very clean. Shit. Wow. Yeah, I didn't know we had this one. This one's very nice. You can see the shadow in the scales and shit. These guys are deceiving. Look how friendly that face looks. But it's a killing machine. Komodo. Look at the size of its fucking claws. God damn, it's a dinosaur. It's a goddamn dinosaur. Shit. I didn't... Oh, fuck. I just grabbed... all of these images were taken by me and my other two friends. So I don't know which of us took this. I don't remember this image. penguins be like, yo, just triggered my flight or flight response. I'm a flightless bird. Oh shit, you can actually see that thing I was talking about. Look. The house that's on a stilt. Cool. Hold on. Okay. Next. Oh yeah. They had an insect house. And the majority of them couldn't be seen. But they had this guy who was a blue stick insect. There we go, that's a much better picture. Look at that! That's a lovely colour. Big ass blue body, and underneath his legs he has orange stripes. He was cool. Ew! Kill it! No. He's a good boy, I think. Next. There's another cheetah picture. Look at his little smush! This was after he was disappointed by the feeding bucket being not his. And then he came past the enclosure. Look at his little smush. Look at his little smush. Hello? Hey, Green. I'm going through my zoo pics. You've missed about an hour of it. You're gonna have to rewatch the vlog. The vlog! Next. Oh, that's another picture of a cappy. Just a solo cap. Big ass solo cappy right here. Next. Oh, that's the tree kangaroo again. This image was taken just before it dropped its eucalyptus leaves. Oh, poor thing. It was having such a good time. In Finland, also known as water pigs. I get that. Water pigs. We'll know when the gallery's over because I've deliberately renamed the picture I'm most proud of to be last, so once we hit it, I'll know. Next! There's another picture of the panda melon. Fucking stupid body. Look at it! It's not even standing, it's sitting on its little ass. Of his I love these things. I wish they were wild everywhere. They should be a common animal all around the world. You should be able to leave your house and there's just a bunch of them running around. Your hours have changed. 6 to 2 now. So you're gonna miss the first part of your streams. Oh shit, I'm sorry, man. Fuck. How come they changed? Did they tell you? Next. Oh, that's another picture of a cassowary. This one hiding behind a big ass elephant leaf. Look at that. He's plotting. Threatening. Exactly, look at that face. Fucking. I'm coming for you. Villain. He's oh god. Today in Chester Zoo, the cassowaries escaped and killed 3 guests. Next. Tiger. Another tiger pic. That's... Hold on. There we go. You can see my friend's gormless lip. Tapir. He was sleeping. But he pressed his big ass against the glass, so we took a picture. Tapir. Why hasn't there been any cassowary villains in Kung Fu Panda? Because I think it's Australian, isn't it? Yeah, cassowaries are in Indonesian Australia. they're not. That's Oceania. That's not Asia. "5-1 was the hours which switched when COVID hit. It's the start of a new financial year, so they switched them back now, and there's no COVID stock to push out." Oh. Shit. That's not likely to change back then, is it? That sucks. I'm sorry, man. I would if... at least you get to sleep in an extra hour, I suppose. That's something. Don't worry about it, man. It's all good. But, yeah, sleepy tapir. Oh, yeah, they had a sun bear. But I gotta tell you, though, there wasn't much to see. Not because he wasn't doing anything. I'm not like... what I'm saying is he vanished pretty quickly. I got there. He was sitting on his big ass. And he saw us coming. He immediately did a 180 and just left. So this is the only image I could get. Because I was way too slow. If I'd have known he was going to bounce, I would have taken it immediately of his front. But yeah, he saw us coming, fucking spun around and into the bushes, gone. And we waited for him to come back out, but no dice. So I saw a sun bear for 40 seconds. And that's the best picture I could get. Cool, though. They're spooky. They're weird looking, aren't they? They got a long face. And a long-ass mouth. You work from 7:30 till 4:30. So I don't know why I was going to call you a liar. That's true. I was about to call you... I was going to say, you're a fucking liar. No, you don't. But yeah, you do. Of course you do. Why would... my brain... I don't know why, but my brain was triggered to, like, disagree with you. I don't know why. You're telling the truth. Yes, those are your hours. Next. Oh, yeah. This was the orangutan outside exhibit. There's no tangs in this image, but I just like the look at this. Like, this just looks really cool. It's like an art installation. I don't know. I was staring at it for a long time, just like, this is weirdly beautiful. I don't know. Yeah, but there were no tangs outside. They were all indoors. Maybe it was too cold for them. I'm just highly disagreeable, I suppose. No. You're a fucking lawyer. Next. Okay. This blurry ass image was because the glass was very condensation-y. I tried my best. This was a anteater sleeping. There's its leg. There's its tail. And its head is gone. And its nose is right into its ass. So it curled up in a box. It's a sleeping anteater. But that was the best I could get. If I could wipe away the glass on the inside, I would have, but no dice. Too much condensation. Couldn't get a good pick. A lot of sleepy boys. They're sleeping. I think the next is the last image. Yes, it is! Okay, I'm really proud of this one. Okay. The orangutans were not interested in entertaining anybody. Not at all. They were all either in the nesting hold where they could hide, or just out of view where they could just, you know, not be bothered. And the only one that I could see that was out in the open was the big alpha male. And once he saw us coming, he was about to leave. And I was like, no, I need to get an orangutan picture. I have to. So I got my camera, and this is him mid-swing. Just after this shot, he vanished. He was out of view. And I was like, fuck yes! I don't care if there's weird condensation lines. I got him! So I was really proud. That's such a good picture. I got the king of swing in mid-swing, baby. Look at him. Very proud of this image. But I did it. I could not leave that zoo without getting an orangutan picture. I had to. I had to get the big orange boy in some way. I like anteaters. Snooty boys. Snoot. Must have been hard going around the zoo, taking pictures, visiting your family, and avoiding getting captured by the zookeepers. I just put on a human mask. And none the wiser. Good timing. They're so lovely. Unfortunately, the orangutans were so hell-bent on hiding from everybody that we did not see them for the rest of the day. They were gone. They were just not in the mood. So I'm really happy I got this. If I was any slower, that would have been it. And that probably would have really made me sad for the rest of the day. Like, oh. The gods were on my side that day. They gave me the power. And I think that's it. Yep. That's the end of the gallery. That's the end. Great day out. Fantastic day out. Good zoo. Good zoo with a good amount of animals, and they all looked really happy. There were no enclosures where I was like, ugh, the fuck? Could be bigger or it could be tidier. They were nice pigs, nice animals. And I paid for it. My feet are... I did a really stupid thing. Instead of going somewhere wearing socks and proper footwear for comfortable traveling, I decided to go in hardfoot sandals. So my feet are covered in blisters right now. It's almost impossible to walk anywhere. So I'm gonna have to just find a way to cope with this, I suppose. Yeah, I don't know what... I don't know. Thanks for showing the pics, no problem. I said I'd take pics. I said I'd take pics. I wouldn't put you boys in the dark like that. Boys in blue. 0 out of 10, no polar bears. They had every animal in the world. Even Bigfoot. Bigfoot and BigSandals.com. Big fuck. Whew. Well, okay, it's gonna be game time now. I'm going to boot up Mario Luigi Superstar Saga, so if you're interested in that, stick around. But if not, thank you very much for looking at all my animal pics. It was a good day out. I was glad I could share some of the moments with you in picture form. It was fucking great. 10 out of 10. Would visit Chester Zoo again. It's been an hour. It's been an hour and 15 minutes. How dare you? Wrong. Wrong? Gotta go, but see you later. Bye. Thanks for stopping. Let's go change category. Categories. Categories. That was a great day out, but I need to recover. My feet are in pain. There we go. Category changed. The summer sale ends soon. Good. I can't buy anymore. I'm broke. I'm not broke, but I'm good. I visited my bone setter today, so I'm just chilling. What? I visited my bone setter, so I'm just... What's a bone setter? Wait, how do I upload this again? It's Citra, right? Citra. Citrus. No, I don't know anything about this. I don't know anything about this. Wait. I've lost Citra, hold on. Citra. There we go, found it. There's an update available, would you want it? No. Ah. Okay. Okay, why... Please...